amigos. Me llamo Señora Mortimer. Estoy triste because I cannot be here with you today. But my friend, mi amiga, Señora Klein, ella está aquí to help us today. She will pretend to be Señora Mortimer for you. You are so lucky though, because you get to play a bunch of games today. Already! That's crazy. Está completamente loco. But I approve, and I'm going to tell you how we are going to play all of these different games. Now, I need your help. While we are playing the games, there are some things I need you to do. Yo necesito que ustedes siguen las expectativas de la clase de español. Our classroom's expectations, expectativas, ¿ok? Pues, in each table in this classroom, puedes ver una cajita así, que parece así, or así. Inside each cajita is a different game. There's a game for everyone, so I promise there's one you will love too. Mrs. Klein, la señora Klein, will tell you which table, which mesa you'll start at. You'll get to play that game with some friends for about 8 minutos. 8 minutos. Señora Klein puede poner un timer de 8 minutos, en el smartboard. Cuando puedes mirar que el timer dice solamente un minuto más, it's time to clean up. Make sure you are finished cleaning up all of your games and supplies before the timer goes off. This is what you should look like when that timer rings. Maybe you notice my head is down. Maybe you notice my voice is off. Maybe you notice my hands are to myself. That's what you should look like when that timer goes off, okay? You'll have 8 minutos to play your game. Maybe we get to play all the games, but maybe we don't, and that's okay. You'll get to play them again later in the school year. Pues, yo quiero decirles sobre cada juego. Juego 1, actividad 1, that you'll see at mesa 1. Looks like this. Esta es mi actividad favorita. Se llama Zap. Para hacer Zap, en tus grupos you will toca turnos. Take turns, toca turnos. Cada persona gets to take out una paladita. What is that? In each paladita, there's an addition problem. I see it says 6 plus 1, 6 más 1. In my head, I will think 6 plus 1 is, can you tell me what is 6 más 1? 7. 7. Maybe you think, Señorita Mortimer, I don't know how to say 7 in Spanish. Yeah, that's okay. That is okay. In your little cajita, I put this in here for you. You can point to the word and get some help for reading it, okay? If you can answer it correctly using the paper, using your brain, or using a friend, you get to keep it. you pass it to the next person and they will do the same. They will choose one. There says 4 más 2, 4 plus 2. They will use their brain, or they will ask a friend, or they will use the papel to figure out 4 más 1, 2 es 6. 6. Okay? Now, if you choose one that says zap, oh no. You have to put all of the popsicle sticks that you have back into the cup. You can make one little frowny face. It can look like this. But then you pass it and you move on with your life. And we keep going around the circle. Okay? That is your first game. To clean up, let's pretend we have a bunch of popsicle sticks out. When you clean up, you will pick up the sticks. Make sure the anaranjado está arriba at the top. Put them into the cup. Put the cup into the box. Oops. Cabeza tumbada. Before the timer goes off. The next game, this one is a favorite for my second graders. I think you'll like it too. You have some cards and a big paper like this. In your group, you will be on 2 teams. Set the paper on the table and put the cards in the middle. Let's try it. Just like that. Easy. One person from each team takes a card but doesn't look. You say uno, dos. When you say tres, flip them both over. I have a 5 and I have a 4. The first team that can add them together and say the answer correctly first, they get to keep the cards. Now, maybe you can't remember how to say the number in Spanish. For example, 5 plus 4, 5 más 4, igual a 9, 9. If you forget how to say it in Spanish, that's okay. Say it in English first, but then you'll need to use your paper in your bin to figure out how to say it in Spanish, like this. You'll need to point to the correct one and say it in Spanish or get some help, 9. That's okay. Whoever says it first in English or Spanish gets to keep the cards. But if you say it in English, you need to find it in Spanish, okay? You can keep going. I see an 1 y 3. Who can raise their hand and tell Señora Klein, ¿cuál es la suma? How much is this added together? Es 4. Repite, 4. 4. So whichever team said it first would get to keep it. Now, because in your group you'll have maybe 4 or 5 friends, you'll have 2 teams for this game. 2 teams of about 2 people, maybe 3. Look at how I clean up. I make sure all the cards are facing the same way. Let me check. Perfect, they're all good. I set them back in here. I put the board back into the bin. Cabeza tumbada. Very good. Our next game that we are going to play is maybe a game you know. It is called Memory. You can see this box is a different color. In this bag you have some cards. You can lay them out face down in front of you. Make sure you put all of the cards out. Now take turns in your group. take turns in your group to flip one over at a time. So I flipped this one over. Let me see, I'm going to pick this one. Are these similar or diferente? Diferente. I'll flip them back over and put them down. The next person will go. Maybe my friend will flip over this card and this card. Are these similar or diferente? Diferente. So they flip them back over. Maybe it's my turn again. It went around the circle and it's my turn again. And I flip over this one. I think I remember. Yes. And this one. Are these similar or diferente? Similar. So I get to keep these two cards. And it's the next friend's turn. Whoever has the most matches at the end is the winner. Now watch how I clean up. I'm going to mix them up a little bit. Not a lot, right? I'm not going to go crazy. I just want to make it really hard for the next group. I mix them up. I'm going to put them back into the bag. And I'll put this bag right in here. Cabeza tumbada. Before the timer goes off. Senora Klein will help you know when's the right time. There are 2 more games that you might get to play today. Oh, this one is a challenge. Now, this is a little tough. You will see a paper like this in here. It's in some plastic and that's okay. We want to keep it in plastic. Oh, maybe you'll also see some marcadores y puffers. I need to find all of these words in here. They're all mixed up. So I will look. Do I see any? If I do, I'm going to circle them. Let me look. I found one. Do you want to see? I found the word dos. So I'm going to cross it off down here because I found the word dos. See if you can find all of these. Now maybe you are super extreme and you think, Senora Mortimer, that's way too easy. Boom. There's the expert level on the back. Everyone needs to start with this level, but if you find all of them and you are super master, you can try the expert level on the back. Watch how I clean up. I'm going to use my puffer, and I'm going to erase all the marker I put on there. Okay, put the puffer in. Let me make sure my marker is capped tight. See how I got it all cleaned up? Put it in. Cabeza tumbada. Before the timer goes off. The last game that you can play is a color by number. I hope there are some friends who like to color here in our class. Now, for a color by number, you can't color it however you want, okay? You'll see a paper like this. It has a cute little lechuza. Y está lloviendo. At the bottom, you'll see there are some numbers and a color in Spanish and English next to it. So it says here 1 is azul. Can anybody raise their hand and tell Senora Klein, ¿qué color es azul in English? Azul en inglés. Azul. I see the color azul right here. ¿Qué color es azul? Azul means blue. So everywhere I see the number 1, I'm going to color azul or blue. I will do that for all the colors. If you feel nervous and you're not sure how to say the colors in Spanish, look at the first 3 letters, A, Z, U. Then look right up above the smartboard and see if you can find those letters up there in the word. That will help you figure out what the color is. To clean up, I put all of my crowns back in here. I put my name on my paper, and this is mine to keep. You can take this home, so don't put your paper back in here. Put your name on top and you can keep it. Any extra papers that you didn't color can go in here. The instructions can go in here. Before the timer goes off. I think you guys are going to have so much fun today doing these games. And I'm so sad I can't be there with you to meet you today. But I will meet you guys next week. Me llamo Señora Mortimer, and I hope you have a wonderful time. If you have any questions, La Señora Klein is here to help you. Please have a lot of fun playing today, okay? Señora Klein will tell you how to pass the boxes at the end of each center. So when that timer goes off, after she checks to see if everybody's cleaned up correctly, if everyone is, once she sees that, she will ask one friend from each table to just move the box to the next table. And then you can start the next game when she turns the timer on. Adios!